Hey everyone! Welcome to the Carbonite Jedi, where the Force will be with you always. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the failed Jedi, one who went to the dark side. Everyone knows about Anakin turning to Darth Vader, but this person isn't talked much about. I will give you some history and information on them, and then I'll give my opinion on what I think of them. So sit back, relax, and let's get this video started. So, to get some backstory, in the Star Wars movies, one of my favorite characters has always been Yoda. He is easily one of the most recognizable faces in Star Wars, and he made his first appearance in The Empire Strikes Back. Despite his popularity and well-known quotes, not many people can say they know all about Yoda's long 900-year history. George Lucas never mentioned Yoda's species and always discouraged anyone from making any more beings like Yoda. Yoda became a Jedi Master at the age of 100, and he was pretty spry, and after 800 years of being a Jedi Master, he passed on his knowledge to around 20,000 Padawans. That's a huge number of Padawans. So why are we talking about Yoda? After all, Yoda was like one of the best Jedis ever. Well, not all of Yoda's Padawans were exemplary Jedi. Yoda's last Padawan was a human male called Dooku. Yes, we're talking about that Dooku. Before he became the villain that we know and love to hate, Dooku was Yoda's pupil. He was impressed with his master, but he wasn't entirely sold on the rules of the Jedi Order. However, Dooku wasn't your typical wannabe Jedi. He was something of a political idealist, and so after witnessing the corruption of the Galactic Senate and struggling with the Jedi Code, he abandoned his rank of Jedi Master and went home. So Dooku was born in 102 BBY, that's before the Battle of Yavin, during the High Republic era on the planet Sereno, to the planet's ruler, Count Gora, and his wife, Countess Anya. Rapidly, the child's force sensitivity manifested, scaring his father, who hated and feared those he dismissed as freaks. Gora contacted the Jedi Order and told them to take his son. However, instead of waiting for the Jedi Seekers to arrive, Gora abandoned the infant outside his palace on the edges of the forest without clothes or any form of identification. A Seeker rescued Dooku before he was froze to death or eaten by spine wolves, and brought the child to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Count Dooku became a Jedi Master that fell to the dark side of the Force and became the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Tyrannus, during the final years of the Galactic Republic. His master was Darth Sidious. After leaving the Jedi Order, he served as head of state for the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars. He was the second apprentice of Darth Sidious, the Dark Lord of the Sith, whose plan to conquer the galaxy relied on Dooku leading a pan-galactic successionist movement against the Republic. Dooku immersed himself in the dark side and worked tirelessly to advance his and his master's plans, but ultimately forgot that treachery was the way of the Sith, while also being unaware that he was just a pawn of his master. Dooku learned the Jedi arts as a Padawan of Yoda, the legendary Grand Master of the Jedi Order. A political idealist, the corruption of the Galactic Senate, as well as the traditions of the Jedi, disillusioned him, causing Dooku to voluntarily leave the Order and return to his home world, where he reclaimed his title of Count and heritage as a nobleman after overthrowing his corrupt brother, Rommel. His former peers believed his decision was misguided, but still held him in high esteem. Unknown to the Jedi, however, Dooku not only renounced their ways, but his commitment to the light side of the Force as well. Having sworn his allegiance to Darth Sidious, Dooku became the Dark Lord's apprentice and adopted the secret name of Darth Tyrannus. Through the first decade of Sheev Palpatine's chancellery, Dooku used his resources and charisma to recruit entire star systems to the Separatist cause. At the same time, he oversaw the development of two vast armies that would be pitted against each other in the conflict to come. The Separatist droid army, which consisted entirely of battle droids manufactured on Geonosis, and the Grand Army of the Republic, composed by clone troopers bred on Kamino and modeled on the bounty hunter Jango Fett. After years of maneuvering the galaxy into a state of war, the Clone Wars began when the newly formed Republic military invaded Geonosis in 22 BBY, before the Battle of Yavin. As leader of the Separatists, Dooku delegated military authority to a cadre of subordinates personally trained by himself, including General Grievous and Asajj Ventress. While Grievous was trained in the art of lightsaber combat, Ventress was strong with the Force, affording her the opportunity to learn the ways of the dark side from Dooku. The Sith, however, remained faithful to Darth Bane's rule of two, and as such, Dooku was compelled to betray his disciple after Sidious became suspicious of his own apprentice's intentions. Though he sought to replace Ventress with Savage Opress and later Quinlan Vos, Dooku ultimately remained beholden to his master's will, which would eventually be his undoing. By the third year of the war, Dooku and Grievous succeeded in abducting Chancellor Palpatine, per Sidious's plan, from the Republic capital of Coruscant in 19 BBY. During the ensuing Battle of Coruscant, he was confronted and defeated by the Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker, who summarily executed the Count via beheading at the Chancellor's behest. In the days following Dooku's death, Palpatine revealed to the Jedi that he was, in fact, Darth Sidious, who betrayed his apprentice in order to replace him with the younger and more powerful Skywalker. With the subsequent fall of Jedi Order, Sidious consolidated his powers upon declaring himself Emperor of the Galactic Empire. As for Skywalker, he succeeded the late Darth Tyrannus as Sidious's third and last apprentice, resulting in his transformation into Darth Vader. So in my opinion, I believe that Count Dooku started off as a good person who got disillusioned from the corruptness of the Senate and certain rules of the Jedi. Chancellor at the time, Palpatine, easily persuaded Dooku to the dark side and corrupted him. He was probably very, very impressionable. Everything he started off doing, leaving the Jedi and Coruscant, going back to his home planet of Serrano, and taking over after defeating his corrupt brother, makes me believe he was trying to do the right thing. I'm sure when he found himself on his knees in front of Anakin and hearing the betrayal from Darth Sidious, that he had a lot of regrets and probably wondered how he got there. As a famous quote says, "The road to hell is paved with good intentions," and it's a shame that Dooku let himself be led down that dark path. Alright everyone, I want to know what you thought about Count Dooku, his history, and everything that happened to him. So start leaving your comments below right now so we can discuss it together. Well, that's it for this video, but I will be back soon with more Star Wars and other sci-fi movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, this is a Carbonite Jedi, where the Force will be with you always. Thanks for watching.